You know, it's so interesting about impact weapons, clubs, bats, things like that. We think those are the only way that you can put trauma, head trauma into somebody. And yet we walk around every day we walk around and we have the biggest club in the world available to us at all times. You're going, Tim, what are you talking about? Well, I'm about to show you. There's a schoolyard fight that I'm about to show in a hallway. And again, always tragically goes wrong with these things. These kids, unfortunately, they're full of testosterone. They go for it. A lot of them have been wrestling. A lot of them watch WWE. A lot of them are actual wrestlers or MMA kids. And they apply it in the real world, and sometimes it has horrible results. So let's take a look at this and see what we can learn from it, okay? All right. Okay, here it is. Comes down. They're fighting, and boom, that's the one. The kid hit the back of his head. He hit him 2 more times. Now look, he's going to start to shake, kind of having almost like an epileptic fit to it. And people are really worried now because this kid is out cold and he's been absolutely slammed into the ground. That's hard concrete. That's a hard tiled floor on top of concrete that he got slammed into. Now, that's what I'm pointing out to you. That is the biggest club that we all have. What? The planet. We can drive people into the planet and get head trauma on them. That's what we use. Now, that's what happened. The other kid that slammed him in the ground didn't intend on doing that. He just let his rage go, and he's used to it. And they're usually always on like wrestling mats and stuff like that where they're throwing each other like that, and it's okay. They get away with it. You do it on a hard surface like that, you can do real brain damage, real trauma, up to lethal, killing them. There have been many times I've seen situations like that where the kid gets slammed down and the other kid bleeds out, dead, because his head has been slammed into the concrete. What do we need to know? Well, we need to know that, hey, that's something that we need to use. That's good information, meaning if I can knock a person down and accelerate their head into the ground, that's as good as me having a baseball bat and hitting them in the head, okay? It's the art of head trauma that you can come in. So, again, we need to look at it from a standpoint of if it's needed, it's available to us. We recognize that driving people into the hard surfaces are good things for us. We can get great injuries that way if we need to survive. But again, it has to raise the threshold of devoid of choice, meaning I don't have any other choice. I'm facing imminent grievous bodily harm. If I do not try to protect myself and use violence, I am going to be participating in my own murder. That's the threshold for whenever we use violence. These kids were just having a disagreement. And they got mad and they let their passions go. And now one kid's in pretty serious trouble, and the other kid's going to have to deal with the repercussions of the injury that he did to him. Over what? Nothing. Something stupid. So again, cautionary tale on using violence when it's not appropriate. That's great. But what we need to understand is this is a really good example of how to use the planet in your favor. Get somebody up, dump them right into the planet. And let the planet do all the work for you. All right, folks. Again, if you want to start putting together a plan for you and your family to minimize the chance of violence coming in your life, but also have the best information should violence come your way, then go to surviveviolence.com, give us your email, and we will send you 11 modules right away that'll start changing your life and minimizing the chance of violence ever entering you or your family's life. That's my gift to you, but you got to go to surviveviolence.com and give us your email. Until next time, stay safe.